think it saw us. Did it though? Hey everyone, welcome back to the RP Games YouTube channel. My name is Ralph. This is the third episode of the Banner Saga. We learned in the previous episode that the future king Vognir somehow died. It's not at all clear how that happened because he wasn't involved in the battle with the Dredge that we had. But what is very cool is that from there it now shifts to someone else's perspective apparently. So this does give me a bit of a Game of Thrones feel where you read like one character's perspective, or you see it if you watch the series, and then you jump through completely different area and you're kind of left wondering what's going to happen to the previous people or to the people in the previous chapter. I think that's a great way to build tension and suspense. So let's see how this goes. We have two humans. One of them is a ranged character, it looks like. And they just ran into one of those gigantic dredges. Why on earth is a dredge hunting deer? Like, is it serving humans? Because for sure, at least if it's a robot, I'm not quite sure what's under the armor there. I was assuming it's a robot, but it could be that there is actually a creature under that armor. That's possible. Then it would make sense that it's hunting. Deployment happens before battle. Click your units, Rook and Alette, to deploy them within the blue squares. Click ready to start the battle. Click your units. Do we have to click them? Okay, like this. Alright. So, Rook has light step. He can move through allies, and then mark prey does armor break damage. All allies within range attack. All allies within range attack the marked target. Okay, so mark prey, that makes a lot of sense. And then let's see, this is Alette. Gets puncture, bonus strength damage when stationary. Threaten needle hits all units between the archer and the target, doing bonus armor break damage. Oh, that is very cool. So this is a very strategic, or a character to place on a very strategic location so you can hit multiple opponents. Also to not place it behind friendly characters, I would assume. Because that was actually what I was planning, so it's good that I read this. I was actually planning to place her behind Rook, but that seems to not be a great idea. Careful, don't get too close. Oh, he actually also has a bow. Click a unit's portrait to see information about their abilities. Yep. So mark prey, can you... you can only do that... Oh, that's a pity. Wait, does armor break damage? All allies within range attack the marked target. Yeah. So, but we need to get close in order to mark the prey, right? Is that how I understand it? It does look like that. So how far would this thing move? So if we... How about we move over here and end the turn? Can it reach us? No, it cannot. Okay. Actually, maybe we could have attacked with the bow. Rook has a bow as well. Yeah. Now the question is, how far? So we need to be 2 steps closer, it looks like. Okay. So let's move over here. So the thread and needle part, does that work? Okay, so 1 armor, 1 strength. So now we can mark. Oh, that's how that works. It shoots immediately. Oh, wow. But the problem is you have to be close. That is not very interesting. So let's move Alette back. Let's do thread and needle one more time. So he does have a ranged attack, right? So if we move him over here and attack, the orange squares indicate the range of the unit's attack. Archers like Rook and Alette have a much longer range than melee units. Yes. And it does 3. You could actually make that 4. Can it still attack? Yes, it can. Okay, that was not what I wanted, but we cannot shoot it from here. Okay, so let's move over here. And then we should be able to shoot it. We can do 1 damage, which is sufficient. That takes it down. Okay, the range is very interesting, actually. 3 renown, alright. Was that a dredge? Alette looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her chest. It was. Let me see, are you hurt? No, I'll be fine. When the dredge attacked your cart and the yokes bolted, it spilled most of your supplies. You can see more dark figures moving through trees when you glance that direction. Uh-oh. All that food, that's the last we're going to get before winter. What do we do? Don't run, let me think. If we hurry, we can gather them before more dredge appear. I doubt that is how it's gonna work out, but let's try and get some more supplies. I can see them in the trees. Are you sure about this? No, we have to try. Be quick. I think this is gonna end up in more combat. Alette calms the yokes while you frantically toss supplies back into the cart. More dredge emerge, but you manage to get the cart moving again before they can close in. Oh, great. The colossal figures slowly recede into the distance. Oh, I'm glad we tried that. Plus 15 supplies. Yeah, that's great. Supplies represent food and other goods used to keep everyone alive on the road. When supplies are gone, people will start to die of starvation. The more people are in the caravan, the faster supplies will diminish. You can see how many days of supplies you have left on the travel display at the top of the screen. Most towns will have supplies to sell as well as a few items. So is it this? Is it that 18 or is it the 13? Which is it? Because that is... Okay, days of supplies and... Oh, that's renown. Alright, cool. And, we're moving. Alright. I was wondering what's happening. Again, this game looks absolutely amazing.
I never expected to see the dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
There's a lot of characters. It's gonna take a while before I understand who's who and what their roles are, but you know, it's episode 3, so. Oh, there's a Dredge here already. Oh, look, yeah, they're right around the village. Ivor! The enormous varl in question towers over the men in the training field. He squints as you approach. Oh man, that's a big dude. Already back, Huntmaster? Thought you'd be tomorrow. Dredge! Everywhere! Dredge? How did they get through Greyhorn? Must have broken through the fort. The fighters nearby have stopped sparring. They gather around you. Damn it. They'll be here soon if they're not already. You hear screams. From the outskirts, people are running towards the Great Hall. Ivor turns to one of the older boys in his group of fighters. Egil, take Alette to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. The rest of you gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. No, wait, I want to help. Go with Egil, Alette. Actually, Alette is super handy. Let them fight, Ivor. Why not invite some goats to join us too? You're asking for dead kids. Hey, if the goat has a cool special ability, I'll take it. I won't let anything happen to her. They'll have to deal with it sooner or later, Ivor. What now? Egil, keep your shield up. We just hold them off until everyone's inside. Then we figure out what to do next. More shouts draw your attention to some houses atop a nearby hill. Sure enough, Dredge are gathering in number. Fear threatens to bubble over into panic. How long do we need to keep this up, you ask? Ivor shakes his head unknowingly. It's a bad sign. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. I'm not quite sure what the abilities are here. Ivor is a strong arm. When Skogr was still young, Ivor wandered into the town's center, startling the settlers from Rundwall, who had rarely seen a varl before. He's never said why he left varl lands to help men build a small town, but each chieftain in Skogr's family line is happy to have him. He's known Rook since the man was young, and the two formed a fast kinship. Here I have 13 renown. So it looks like renown is different from the party that you're with. I guess that's what it is. Let's see, the active ability is Battering Ram. The character smashes into an enemy or ally, knocking them back up to 4 tiles, and pushes them through anyone in the way. Battering Ram does armor break damage and adds 1 more break damage to the target for each unit they pass through. The ability can be used on both friend or foe, making it versatile in many situations. Oh, you can actually... Yeah, so you could ram an ally through some enemies as well, apparently. The passive ability is Return the Favor. Enemies who attack him lose 1 point of armor for each strike the character. What is going on with this English? That doesn't make any sense, and I'm not a native English speaker. Return the Favor triggers every time he takes damage from an adjacent enemy, which can make it devastating to hit him with attacks that strike multiple times. Okay, so every time you attack this guy, you lose 1 armor. That is good. I hope he has high armor. Yes. Okay, so he's the perfect character to put in front, it looks like. Egil is a raid master. A young boy growing up in Skogr without parents, Egil spends a lot of time behind a battered metal shield, training to be a fighter. The few who know him well call him Gil. He has a decent armor as well, or the potential for decent armor. Stonewall, the character braces for impact with his heavy shield, resisting damage from each strike for the next turn. Each hit the Raidmaster takes to either strength or armor is reduced, preventing him from taking permanent damage to either. The Raidmaster can use Stonewall to rush into a group of enemies and gain a forward advantage, or step in the way of a powerful enemy to block his movement with impunity. Oh, that is interesting. So you can just run him into the enemy and just put Stonewall up and he's not going to get hit? Is that... He's not going to get... Oh, wait. There is a number of damage that he's resisting. Okay. But still, 3 damage. That's nice. Shield wall. By standing next to an ally, the character creates a shield wall, raising the armor of both himself and his ally by 1. This bonus remains until the raider is no longer adjacent to the ally. When multiple raiders stand next to each other, this effect is magnified as they grant each other their own bonus. 4 raiders standing in a square formation will each gain an additional 4 armor. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that is an interesting character. Definitely very useful. Would be good to boost his armor as high as possible, I would assume. We have Alette. Oh, that's Rook's daughter. Oh, okay. Only vaguely remembers her mother, who died when she was a child. Since then, Alette spent most of her time with her father. Unimpressed by the traditional roles of other girls in town, she hopes to become a hunter like her father, and in her spare time she practices archery with Oddlife, the wife of Skogr's chieftain, who has become a motherly figure to her. Okay, so we already looked at the abilities, but let's read up on them. By selecting an enemy in a straight line up to 5 tiles, the eagle eye shoots through every character in the way, doing normal strength damage to each, in addition to bonus armor break and puncture damage. Threaten Needle is one of the few abilities that can damage multiple enemies in a single shot, making it extremely powerful in the right hands. Read that as not in Ralph hands. Yes. Even though it also hits allies, some abilities like the Raidmaster Stonewall make it a good combination. Oh yeah, yeah. You see, that's the kind of stuff that, you know, I need to literally read because I hadn't figured that one out. But if you put the guy with a Stonewall in front of him, you can just do thread the needle through your ally who is not hurt. Interesting. And then we have puncture. By standing still, the archer is able to line up a shot that takes advantage of an enemy's missing armor, doing bonus damage. For every 2 points of armor her target has lost, the archer gains 1 additional strength to her attack, as long as she didn't move beforehand. This makes her especially deadly near the end of a fight, or against tough opponents who have lost a lot of armor. Just remember not to move, giving the archer time to line up her shot. Yeah. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of strategy involved in the combat, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to deliver, but you know. Have some confidence, Ralph. Yeah, leave me a "you can do it" comment in the comment section, please, to boost my confidence. Rook is a skilled hunter from a long line of woodsmen who have lived in Skogr. Though none of his family have survived the long, hard winters of the north, since childhood he has been close friends with the town's resident varl, Ivar. His talents quickly landed him the position of Huntmaster of Skogr, and Rook wrestles with wanting to teach his daughter Alette to become a self-sufficient woman, while also keeping her safe from harm, something he was unable to do for his wife Aldis years ago. Okay. So he has Mark Prey. By marking his target, the hunter does a small amount of armor damage and is able to focus the attacks of the entire team on a single enemy. Any allies in range of the victim get a free instant attack on the marked target. When set up smartly, Mark Prey can be one of the most powerful tactics available to the party, and the difference between victory and an impossible battle. That's a very powerful ability, that is very true. And then Light Step, the character uses his superior dexterity to move around bodies, allowing him to pass through but not stop on any allies. Light Step can help a crafty character get safely into position behind armored allies before going in for the strike, or escape from a dangerous position. So I'm going to assume that we need Ivar and Egil in the front. Let's put it like this. We have an item here, Alette's bracelet, lovingly made by a hunter's wife to keep her daughter safe from harm. +1 armor, +1 strength, +1 willpower. Do we... we need to equip that. Okay, let's equip that. That is good. Yeah, all right, good. Ready for battle? I don't know, we'll see. Oh, that's a lot. That is a lot of them. Holy shit. Let's place you a little bit in the back here. We are gonna place you up here. How about we place you back there, and we can place Alette here, and she can shoot through that stone wall maybe. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Let's try it like this. The one with the shield looks like trouble. Let me handle him. Okay, so we can move up. So we can do 4 damage, or we can try this battering ram thing. Oh, that is far. Damn, that is far. Alright, so we are gonna move Egil up here, and we are gonna stonewall. So if I move Rook up here and I do Mark Prey, let's try that. That should give him a free attack. Yep, there we go. All right, that's the first combo of the game. We do get an attack here, but let's see, what can she shoot is the question. thread the needle. So if we move her here and we do thread the needle and then shoot this guy, what does that do? It shoots through eagle. Yeah, okay, so that takes one damage and 1 armor. So 1 strength, 1 armor. Alright. It is interesting to bash this guy again, I think. Can we do that from here? Uh-oh. Oh, wow, that was resisted. Oh, that is very interesting. So we need to move back here into close range and do the stonewall thing again. Let's see, Rook. So I think what makes sense is, but it's probably not gonna work out, but it would make sense if we could move, what's his name again? Ivor on this side and then battering ram him into the big one. That would make sense, but let's see, can we mark? Yeah, the problem is I don't want to move Rook into combat with this giant thing here. So let's move Rook somewhere out of range. How about here? And then I assume he can still shoot. Can he shoot this one? No. So how about we do just armor damage here? That gets resisted, that's great. So, again, it would be good for Alette to be on this side as well, to shoot an arrow that way. If we... yeah, the problem is I don't want her to get hit by this gigantic dude. So let's move her over here. Can we do thread the needle? Yes, we can. Let's shoot the guy again. That was resisted once more, that's great. So, if we move Ivar here and then battering ram this guy into the big one, that did some extra damage, yes. Alright. Now we need Stonewall again. So, who are we gonna shoot? That is a good question. So Mark Prey is not very useful at this moment. We cannot shoot. We could actually move over here with Rook. Oh, now we can attack the big guy. Right, so how about we do just some armor damage here. Just to whittle him down. He can resist some more, that's great. We really should move Alette. Although if she doesn't move, she gets... It still only does 1 damage, so she can keep threading the needle here. Everybody is ganging up on Egil there, which is great. Now we can battering ram the big dude into the rest. We only have 1 battering ram left, but that is all resisted. Damn, this is such a powerful ability. Yeah, we do need more willpower though. But it's great to keep enemies at bay for quite a while. Damn. Let's see, what can we reach? We are probably going to need to move here. And now Alette can actually thread the needle through all of them here, so that is great. Let's just keep on breaking the big guy's armor here. Uh-oh. Can we shoot diagonally? That is a good question. If we would move over here, can we... No, we cannot thread the needle in that direction. Okay, that's a pity. And we cannot shoot either. Yeah, no, that was a wasted move for Alette, unfortunately. Can we thread the needle on this guy? Nope. Okay, so that ends the turn. That's very wasted, unfortunately. Okay, so we can do... Let's see, we can do 7 damage on this guy here. So how about we do that? That looks like a really good thing to do. That is still resisted, that's very good. He has 1 left. So how about we move you in between here, hopefully drawing an attack. Let's move Egil here and do our final stone wall. We can mark the prey now and then get a free attack. That is great. Let's do that. That should work out to kill this guy. Yep, there we go. Oh, we are gonna take a hit here. That's not too bad. So where are we gonna move Alette now? We can do 2 damage. We can do 1 damage here. I actually, to be fair, I really want to move her over here and thread the needle on that big guy again. because I think we are, you know, close to doing some actual damage. That was resisted, that's great. Now let's, this one we cannot hit away, so how about we cannot battering ram anymore. That's a pity. But we can do 5 damage, which is great. That is a good amount of damage to do. That is still resisted. Oh wow, that was huge. That was huge. Okay, so Eagle can kill the big guy now. Nice job, Eagle. And I hope he doesn't take down Rook here. He doesn't, but let's see. I could mark the prey and then get a free attack. Yeah, that makes sense actually. One moment. What's going on? Mark this prey. Yep, that is very good. Then, let's see, we need to kill him. Oh, okay, that's how you see. So that does 1 damage, and we still, yeah, we should be able to kill him, that's no problem. We could even hit the armor with Alette. Like, put 2 armor off. There we go. And now we can just kill him with Ivar. Wow, the stone wall. How amazing is that? So we have a... Did we get a promotion for everyone? Oh, everyone except the guy with the stone wall. That's a pity. But wow, that was epic. So this is 5 turns that you can just take like the most difficult enemy out of a battle. If it keeps attacking the person with the stone wall, of course, that depends on the AI, I guess. But in this case, I mean, they went out of their way to attack the person with the stone wall. So let's see, combat can be unforgiving. Don't hesitate to change the difficulty of battle if it leaves you frustrated or you find yourself needing a tougher challenge. Use the options menu to change difficulty. Don't worry, you can change the difficulty at any time and it has no effect on the story or the choices you make. To be fair, I really like the characters in this party. I like all of them. Those are some super helpful abilities. A black horde is forming at the tree line. Enough of this, says Ivar, glancing over his shoulder. We're going back. Then adds Rook. I'm doing one more check of the houses around here. See if you can find anyone. Alright, keep watch. As you turn to head back, a colossus appears around the side of a house. It silently looms over Alette, its face an expressionless stony mask, more terrifying than any roar it may have produced. Time seems to slow as it pulls back its enormous mace. Oh shit. Shout at Alette, shoot it with an arrow. Yeah, the arrow is not gonna kill it. So let's shout at Alette. Maybe she can jump out of the way. Yikes. You scream Alette's name. She snaps to attention, confused, but does not dive out of harm's way as you had imagined in your head. Damn it. Suddenly Egil is between the Dredge and Alette, his shield above him. The black stone mace falls, Egil's shield crumples, and so does the boy beneath it. A moment later, Ivar is there, his sword run through the neck of the Dredge. What? He's gone, says Ivor, looking over the boy's shattered skull. Alette gasps, her hands to her mouth. I'm checking the other houses, Ivor remarks. See if you can find anyone and then meet me at the Great Hall. Did I just lose the most insane ability in the game? Seriously? Oh man. You find anyone? A few, sent them inside. Gods, this is bad. About Gil. It was my fault. He was a good fighter for his age. No family. I've forgotten what it's like facing Dredge. I'm out of practice, Rook. Look, as long as I've known you, you've always wormed your way out of talking about Dredge. This would be time to start talking. I can tell you they rarely stop for rest. The sooner we leave, the better. They'll follow us until we're tripping over tired women and children, then they'll attack. Even after we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their wake. There's no end to them. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? Ask the Menders. I wasn't there. But I know you've fought your fair share. Yeah. I've killed enough slag for one lifetime. That's why you're going to save us now. Don't lay that on me. Come on, let's get inside. Oh man, I so don't want to lose Egil. Like I so don't want to lose him. Alright, so we have the Great Hall, we have the Hero's Tent, and we have the Market. So let's level up. Your items are shown at the bottom of the roster. Drag items onto your units to equip them. Items can only be equipped by characters of equal rank. Promote your units to equip higher rank items. Click on an item for more information. Everybody can rank up pretty much. So this is the strong arm. This ability is what? Is this on strength? I'm assuming armor is very interesting. Let's promote him. Oh yeah, that's right. I only have a limited amount of renown. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so let's bring Ivor to level 2 here. Let's see. I would like to add... Actually, for this... Yeah, the armor for sure. Maybe willpower is interesting to have the battering ram for longer, but I want to increase the strength as well. Or should I just increase the armor on this guy? Let's just increase the armor for now. Yeah, there we go. Then Rook. Not 100% sure if Rook is like the best character at the moment. Alette for sure. Well, anyway, I think I'm gonna promote all 3 of them for now, but let's see, what is useful for Rook? I think breaking damage is interesting for him. Mark Prey is good, but if you have 4 willpower, that's fine. I would assume this breaking damage would be interesting, and possibly yeah, possibly that. The strength. There we go. And then Alette. Let's see. What are we gonna do with Alette? So that armor break damage, I want to do that for sure, because that is just amazing. And then thread the needle is super helpful. So the higher we can get willpower points would be good as well. So let's do that. There we go. So what does the market do? You can buy supplies. Let's see. Oh, you need renown to buy supplies? Oh boy. Oh boy. Ay, 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 ay. And you need renown to buy items as well. Right. So what do we have? Shoes made from the hooves of horseborn have long been rumored to make one faster, if not cold-hearted. +1 move, 10% dodge. That will be interesting for Rook, I guess, to get out of the way or to get into a location where you can use the Mark Prey ability. Then iron bands. Strapping some strips of metal to your wrists may give you a heavier swing if you can hit your target. Okay. The World Hook is an enormous fishing hook thought to be from legend, in which the Varlking Scrimmer pulled a whale from the Silverstone. Gives +2 break. Oh, that's interesting as well. Svalen dust, powder crushed from unusual rocks of the Nordfelling wastes, are often used to paint shields, adding to their strength. Okay. And then padded undercoat. Heavy when soaked with blood and sweat, but a little bit of padding can be the difference between life and death. Alright. So we have 4 renown, we have 17 supplies. 17 is not a gigantic amount, I would assume. So how about we get some more supplies? Let's just use all of that to get the maximum amount of supplies. I have no idea whether this is smart or not. I'm just seeing a low number of supplies and I'm thinking maybe they need to travel far. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's go to the Great Hall. Rook, thank the gods you made it. Oh, he has a cool tattoo going. Well, cool is a big word. He has a tattoo going on there. The Great Hall is an utter din, filled as it is with dozens of terrified families. Don't stop worrying yet. I haven't. What in the depths is going on? Dredge milling around, ransacking houses? The chieftain's wife finds you pushing through the crowd. Oh, hey. That is a cool depiction. They must know we're here. Why haven't they attacked? Don't know. Wouldn't expect it to last. I've made some decisions, but tell me straight. What would you both do in my place? I'd have left by now. They're already outside the doors. Not so easily done, Rook. I trust Ivor on this. Ivor is the one who has faced the Dredge before. The chieftain sighs a deep and heavy breath, slumping. He looks years older. I imagined us fighting back and saving the town, but nonsense. Ivor's right, of course. We can't just wait to be slaughtered. Where do we go if Dredge are coming down from the north? Frostfeller to the west. It's close and it has walls. I intend to be free of Skogr in one push. Nobody left behind. I wouldn't. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? Let me create a distraction, then go. I'll catch up on the road to Frostfeller. Ivor's right. I'll help with the distraction. Let's be heroic. The chieftain thinks for a long moment. I didn't ask for advice just to ignore it. Promise you're not throwing away your lives on this. That wasn't part of my plan, Ivor. Nope. Then I'm coming with you. Oh, okay. Oddliff. That catches you by surprise. The chieftain rubs his chin but doesn't argue. From the training she's given Alette, you've no doubt she can handle a bow. Fine. I'll get the townspeople ready. Make your move, Ivor. We'll leave when you're clear. Alette finds you before you have a chance to find her. I know what you're doing. You have to let me come with you. Don't leave me, please. I'll be good. Yeah, I mean, Alette is super handy, actually, and to have actually three long-range people, that makes sense. Okay, Alette, just promise to listen. I promise. Ivor soon finds you both. Let's go. Remember, we're not trying to fight them all. We're just getting their attention. Alright, I think this is a great cliffhanger moment to end the episode and see what battle we can get into or how this distraction is going to go. Thanks a lot for watching. If you're enjoying the content, by all means hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you wanna see how we're gonna murder more useful characters in the next episode. And yeah, I'll see you there. See you in the next episode.